the crucial question is this: can evolution or this kind of apparent development, improvement of the order of anything within itself happen without following an order? Got it?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, for example, I seem to be acting independently, free. I have a free choice, and I'm choosing. What is the nature of choice? Where I am choosing from among what? These are set aside. These are legitimate questions, but set aside. But I exist in this world with an order within myself which provided me the choice. I cannot develop choice by myself if it wasn't given to me. For example, if I wasn't given the eyes, can I by myself develop eye because that this guy needs to see? I don't know, why do I see in this scenario? Why do I need to see? It is a legitimate question. Because if you don't experience anything at all, how do you see that you need it? You wouldn't know that we human beings need to see, so that my cells will develop the ability to see. But they don't know what my human side is expecting. My human side is expecting to see, to hear, to understand, to communicate, to connect to other creatures, question about them, try to find the answer. That's why human side. It has nothing to do with meta. But meta is organized and given existence in such a way that they provide, they're not they themselves, they are giving me the opportunity. They are arranged, established in such a way that they are giving me the opportunity to fulfill my human expectations. Then human expectations cannot be attributed to my meta because my meta has no quality to give existence to these results. But matter is subject to its own order of existence. They are twisting. The materialist view, the twisting the subject and presenting on the other way. They take the order in the universe as granted, and they say that the things are developing within the order by themselves. Development is taking place within the order. So it is not the effort of the matter itself, but it is ingrained in the order itself. So that we observe this, let alone that everything is continuously changing, given a new existence at every moment. So every moment is a new existence for as far as my observation of the world is concerned. Okay, you can summarize it and make a comment. If you have questions, we would like to hear your questions as well.
Okay, this is in part summary, but also backtracking with some questions. So we said order must precede matter, right? Because if matter were to precede order, then there would be chaos because there is no order. And within that chaos, you cannot get order. The chaos itself does not have the quality to bring about order.
And
if
also,
it were the other way around.
And also, that's a good point. And also, plus, the matter is coming into existence within an order. If there was no order, they wouldn't come into existence anyways. Get it? Somehow. Okay. Okay, we have discussed this in a while. So I'm not blaming anyone, but really beginning is very important. Well, it has been 1 hour. Can you believe? We started at 11 or 10 past 11. Okay, 50 minutes. Yes. Okay, continue now. No, your explanation.
Okay. We also tackled the idea of order taking place in order to the claim, the things themselves, the cells or the atoms are improving or developing into a new order by itself. However, I guess on one hand, the order itself doesn't have the quality to sustain the order. Right? So there's an order that I perceive, but this one aspect of it at least is the continuousness of the order.
Yeah, to sustain
itself, just the order itself, without even any change, or without any change within the order, just the sustaining of itself cannot be attributed to the order.
Yeah,
that's one aspect of it. And then, secondly, another aspect of it is.
Can I add something to this aspect? But don't forget, second, they cannot sustain by themselves their existence. They have no quality. And they are bound to follow the order. They are coming into existence within an already existing order. So they are bound to follow the order. They have no option to change the order.
Matter?
Yeah, matter. Yeah, anything in this world. They have no quality to change the order, direction of the order, if you like, because evolution infers perfection, right? It means to improve the order. They have no option to improve the order because they are bound by the order.
What's interesting is Khadija mentioned the point about even the order coming into existence cannot sustain its own existence. And I was just thinking,
even the order, did you say?
Yeah, coming into existence cannot sustain its
own. Order or things?
Order.
Well, order is already there. So the things come into existence within the order. But the things themselves cannot establish the order.
The order is already in existence, but it's not the source of its own.
No, it is already there. It is the source of, no, I don't know. The order is already there. For example, my body is growing within an order. I mean, growing means ancient, yeah? Within an order. But before my body, it is in the world, existing as I see the other like matter, order was already there. It doesn't mean that order is the origin of my existence. But I am already within an order, brought into existence within an order.
So what about the order that's in existence? How do you explain its existence?
Well, that you have to question. Can the order by itself exist? Can the function of the order by itself exist? Function of the order exists by itself? Question.
Can this order sustain its own existence?
Yeah. So can it come into existence and sustain its existence?
So I have a question here. Can we separate matter from the order?
No.
It's all.
No, we cannot. Good question. We cannot separate. That's why we say that we see that order and matter exists together. None of them is the source of existence of the other one.
They coexist.
They coexist, but none of them is the origin of the existence of another. So they both brought into existence together, none of them independent to operate on another.
But order must proceed.
Now it means when somebody says matter is developing the order because there was chaos, the people claim that order out of chaos. That's what the most important stupid claim. So it means no, it cannot be because the things are coming into existence within an order. Don't think of it independently, but think of it, can matter come existence without any order at all? Have you seen any sign of it? So what does it mean? Matter cannot be the source of existence of order, or of the order in which it exists. Now, well, can we say that order has an independent existence, so the order is something that gives existence to the matter? So, but there is no such thing, because we know that if there was no matter, there would be no order.
So, yeah,
So we see the order only when the matter comes into existence.
They coexist.
They coexist, exactly.
They coexist, but still.
Okay, I think the attentions need to be, that. Okay.
They coexist, matter and the order, but in order for matter to come into existence, an order must be established, not established, but established. Because if you think about, the order must be an establishment, as if like a pipeline already exists, and something is traversing it. No, the order must be established as well.
So the water running, the water running, okay, movement, the kind. There is something there, okay? Think about it. It's a very interesting thing, no? Okay, good. Okay. Yep. Okay. So what's the second?
The second part of it that I was going to say was that in order for a new order to come out from an existing order, is there must be an order within the order for a new order to come about. And there, in order for this new, using the word order for a new order to come out from an existing order, there must be a consciousness involved, because within this new order, it looks to certain needs of mine. And without a consciousness, this new order cannot
consciousness and ability to bring about produce order. So that's what actually it is a good start to understand that what the certain materialist theology, not theology, philosophy claims that the things are re-establishing their order. That's what evolution is all about. Bottom line is this: re-establishing it in order. We should ask, do they have any option not to act within the already existing order, so that they will be the source of the existence of a better organized order. They just follow the order, already existing order. So they are subject to the order. They are. So if there is an improvement, it means, look at the computer. Now there is a program in it, right? If a genius, they're starting this programmer, processor, professional one, is able to make a program within its own program to improve itself. Now, if only if the engineer makes a program to improve itself within the program, then the program or the machine must act according to the program, which includes in it the improvement. Again, subject to the matter, the material side of the computer, parts, pieces of the computer cannot be the source of another order, which they are already in. They are already not which. Sorry, it was wrong. Cannot be the source of the existence of another order by themselves. But if the program is uploaded in the computer, is already arranged to make this program, to make this development, arrangements, correcting itself, if it is, but only if it is in the already existing order, they have to follow. The parts of the machine have to follow the program. They have no option. So the universe is continuously changing, and every moment in the change is taking place in a perfection, or at the end the metals die. This is the order. They have to follow that. Now my body, by the cells of my body, have to all follow the order. They are good. So the parts of the machine have to follow the program. How the program was set is independent of the matter. So the machine itself, without program, cannot produce a program. Look at, for example, if you don't give the power to it, it doesn't. So the parts of the machine cannot be the source of existence of any program. Any one grain of, I don't know, one part of the program, single part of the program. It's an intelligent being put the program in it, or an intelligent, conscious, self-existing means here in this computer example, existing independently from the parts of the computer. An engineer also. Not self-existing means existing not as a part of the computer, but independently from the parts of the computer, so that it will put the program in the computer that he already made it. So the program, the machine has to follow its own, the order that this maker put it in it, downloaded in it, installed in it, whatever you call them, technically. So these are the tricks that the people play with and try to make the people's mind confused and as, oh, these people are experts, they are scientists, they know. I'm not a scientist, they know, so that we have to take their law. And it's easy way. and the people are readily accepting this because it's the easiest way. That's the thing. Okay. Comfort. Because it releases you from investigating, rethinking, questioning, analyzing. That's easy to say. They are the experts. They know. I don't know. They play for the world. Okay.
I kind of want to summarize and just make sure my understanding is correct.
Yeah.
So number one, the matter itself cannot produce an order, but the keyboard or the materials of the laptop cannot produce the program.
Yeah.
The order or the program within the laptop must already be installed into it by a conscious being that is not part of the matter of the laptop itself.
And also knows both of them.
Yes.
Example. These are
The
human
relationship
examples.
between each other and has a comprehensive understanding of the function of the laptop as well.
So the program is made according to the capacity of the computer, but we have to, when we take this example and apply to the existence, explanation of the existence of the universe, we have to say, look, the programmer and the maker of the computer must be the same, not within the computer. They are all made. They have to be made. So, have to be made by what? Anything which is not a part of the thing itself, because they are all made. So, can you share what you are reading? Okay.
And then in order for a new order to come out, either that new order must be or within the existing order, or a new order must be installed, for lack of a better, by the programmer. In which case, both the original order or the new order is input by the programmer.
Must be prior,
Yes.
preceding to the existence, really. The one who made the computer, who made the program and everything must exist prior to the existence of the program and the computer itself, machine itself, yeah? So that he will make it. Otherwise, the things cannot come into existence by themselves, as our daily practical example, life experience tell us. Not logically also, I cannot think that the engineer of the computer either did not exist prior to it or after that. Both of them are really observed. Blank object. Do you get this point?
So, in order for a new order to come into existence, it must either be already existent in the established order, which is established by programmer, or one that is outside of the order, or the new order must directly be just brought into existence by the order.
Yeah.
But what's the order? How do you
I mean, I guess in my mind, at least, there's the order, and there's a new order within the order that can come out.
If there is.
If
If someone says the matter is improving its being, it means making itself exist within a new order now. The previous one's was perfect. So I think is challenging this idea.
And just to add on to it, that kind of goes into my subsection for this, which is even for a new order to come out of an existing order, this new order must look to it or looks to my needs already. So let us say there's a program in the laptop, but I need it to function in a new way, and somehow starts with a new program and it looks to the new needs, like something maybe it's more user friendly or whatever. It has to be able to have the consciousness to understand my relation to it and my needs to it, like my needs as far as my user using of the laptop itself. So the order, even the existing order must be able to, if it is to it's just bring about a new order itself by itself, it must be able to understand my needs, but
adjust itself accordingly.
And adjust itself accordingly, but does not have the consciousness
Or the ability to choose, to create.
Or any quality.
If it is not given any quality, it cannot be the source of existence of a new quality.
But you said that every order is an order, every order can exist in order because
it's within. No, what yes, but it is an extension of this discussion because every moment the universe is a new universe coming into existence within a new order. So I was like this, I wasn't as I am now yesterday.
How can you plug in established order within that? Because
it's all, my existence is taking place within the order as I see it, as I experience it. Yeah. So if someone says a part of the machine is making and improving the program itself without following the program, I say you must be not using your brain. Because the part cannot be the source of existence of any new order because they cannot act without following the order, already existing order or given order. Only the engineer itself, programmer, processor itself can change the program, not the machine itself. Even you give the ability to the program to renew itself, it renews itself within the order you put in the program. It cannot be the source of a new order, existence of new order. So it is easy, but of course it needs maybe, it's better maybe to listen to the recordings of this so you can pause, think, take note, pause, think, take note, because every sentence needs somehow, if we have not reflected on it before, it needs more deliberate thinking or pondering. Does it really make sense? Right? Never accept anything for granted. Doesn't work. Done?
Yeah, so I guess in a nutshell,
yeah.
The matter nor the program have any qualities, power, consciousness of any sort to be affected.
Yeah, so they have no quality. So what we studied here as far as the first sentence is concerned, established, or already established, prior to the existence of matter. It means not, for our thinking, we are saying prior to the existence of matter. It doesn't mean that prior to the existence of the universe. Universe exists within the order there. So universe, it is matter and order exists together, coexist. Both of them coexist together. But if one says matter is producing a new order by developing, adapting itself, we say, oh, look, they already exist within an order which is already established. We studied this past tense, ed, established, and divine. Why divine? Anything, for example, in this divine, to make it simple, the machine of the computer, material side of the computer and program, yeah, must have been done by a thing which is not within the machine and which is not within the computer program. So this must have an as far as the existence of the computer, which is equal to the existence of the universe, the programmer must have an existence prior to the existence of the computer and the program. That says divine. Explain, what do you mean by divine? Right? Is it clear? So we take this word divine in the text very seriously. Why? We have to train our minds while we are reading the scripture. Scripture claims that it is a divine spirit. Right? We simply say the word of God. God is not a part of the universe, so divine. So when I am reading anything to do with scripture or anything to do with this already existing universe, I have to bear in mind that a divine source is speaking. It means this source, whatever it is, claims that it is the source of existence of the universe that we are experiencing. Right? So we say the divine must have a prior existence and the quality to give existence to the universe. In the example, the engineer must exist before the computer and also must have the quality to make the computer. Quality, for example, and let's say a thing which claims that it doesn't have intelligence. The claims not it doesn't have it, the horrible language. A thing claims that I am the one who made. I am the source of existence of this computer, and I'm sorry, I don't have intelligence. Does it make sense? But if you see that the signs of intelligence in the existence of the universe, you have to say that, oh, what you did demonstrates that the engineer must have an intelligence. But very simple. It's not complicated. But no, it must have. That's why, although I don't know the engineer of the computer, to make it simple, we say everything is made by one. To make it simple, to simplify the understanding by one engineer, right? But the computer is made by hundreds of thousands of engineers. That is, we take it practical. All of them are intelligent people. Correct? Yeah, come. So you understand, by studying the computer and seeing the qualities in the computer, I conclude that the engineer must be the source of these qualities. How do I know? Although I don't know the engineer, I'm sure. That's called belief. I'm sure. Not believe, I must trust. No. Just it's a matter of faith. No, not at all. No, I am absolutely sure as a human being. That's why I say engineer might exist prior to the preceding the existence of the computer, and it must be the source of existence of all qualities I observe within the universe. That's what the claim of the Quran is, saying that I am the one who gave existence to the universe. His word must be read definitely by bearing this in mind. So you cannot really just read it. God says so. No. Who's God? Divine. Who's divine? The source of existence of this universe. It means this very significant. Whatever the text says, I am the word of the divine, it means you can understand, confirm or reject that I am right or wrong, yeah, by examining the computer. My word. No other way. No other way to believe, to have belief in the qualities of the divine. Only examining the qualities manifested in the example of the computer. How can you know that although you haven't seen it, you have experienced it physically, the body or the qualities of the engineer, you cannot experience the qualities of the engineer anyway, but you haven't. But by studying the work he performed, we comfortably conclude that the engineer must have these qualities. Have you seen it? Yeah. Where? Have you met him? Sometimes people come up with an argument saying that Allah says this, God says this. I say, shut up. It doesn't make sense. As if he has seen God and brought the news from him. No. You have to give the evidence in his word. Then I don't have to see him. Eh? I don't have to see his quality. Let me see whether you have intelligence or not. Which part of the brain has this intelligence? I don't have to see him. But am I sure? Absolutely. Why? Computerism. Yes.
So I feel like it gets a little bit tricky in terms of using the analogy of the engineer existing for the program, right? Because the moment we say divine and we understand divine to mean not of the nature of the universe and the source of the universe, we're also talking about being, atemporal, not being subject to time. And so saying that it's before this existence of the universe delegates that creator into time again, when I say before.
Oh.
And
analogy. You know analogy.
But I felt like that was a little, I don't know.
For example,
tricky with the language.
Look, but that is.
I wonder if there's a different way to express that.
No, impossible. Without analogy, you cannot explain anything. That's why the divine speech is full of analogies, symbolic teaching, yes, metaphors. There is no other way. There is no other way. Without, can you believe in something which is not witnessed by the universe? So, universe itself is an analogy to the quality of its maker. We have no other option. So let's repeat the slogan. We cannot read the divine speech without seeing whether it is true or not in the universe. What it claims in the universe. You cannot read the Quran without referring to the universe. Impossible. Contradictory. It is against human nature.
One other thing that I want to say is you touched upon, I don't know if you were emphasizing on established, right, past tense, but technically, it would be is establishing, since there's continuous.
Of course.
Right?
If you tell, but because in this kind of methods, we study first once what we see, and then see the continuation. So now, for example, if I am not satisfied is in the existence of the universe that I am experiencing right now, how can I talk about its extension? It is change. So if you say that this moment needs an absolute being, absolute means not a part of the computer, not a part of the universe analogy. Not a part of the universe. So this being, because you cannot describe something which is not a part of the universe otherwise than using absolute. Right? So absolute being. And then I say, if it is okay, then But every moment I am experiencing another world. Okay, that is the continuation of the establishment. Now, first we have to establish, we have to understand that the universe is taking place within an established order. And then, oh, but the universe is dynamic. Okay, the order gives the opportunity to be dynamic. So the orderer is preferring the universe to exist in a dynamic way because he's an absolute being. He can do it. Absolute has no limit, cannot have any limit. By definition, limit belongs to the universe itself. For example, the programmer can change the program, but the computer itself cannot change the program if it is not within the program. It's simple, interesting, but we miss it. We don't think about it. That's why it is easy to take belief in God for granted. When I have faith, I think the most irrational statement is this: I have faith. Not even if you have faith. It is pointless. But I have faith is what is meant by that. My conclusion, my conviction, my satisfaction. I am sure. That's it. Or what you say, I have certainty about it as a human being. I worked on it, studied in it. But I have faith means without working, I accept. But when you accept without working on it, you can accept anything because we haven't come to a conclusion at all. So we think that if one says, I have faith, I am spiritual, we said, oh, good, man. But really, nobody. Talk about your certainty. Talk about your work and result. Conviction. Make an effort. Without making effort, again, I heard somebody said, some people have really original faith. We think in our existence, some people are privileged to others, that they have some sort of special tendency towards having a faith. Some people don't. It means in the creation there is injustice. It means the one who established the order is not a perfect one. He is an unjust order. Oh, it's a big claim in the creation. There is no injustice. Everything is perfect. How do you talk about it? Saying that this engineer was stupid in some sense. Yeah. Have you seen anything? The sign of stupidity in the machine? Yeah. You say. Have you seen? Show me in the universe. In the universe. So there is no privileged existence in the universe. As you are, you are. As all human beings are equal before the eyes of the Creator, if you like. You, everybody. No one says that, no. I am made with no faith. So somebody says, I am already made, already installed faith in me. You don't, but I have. Which kind of logic it is? So this sentence, this phrase, you've got to have faith. You've got to have faith is the most stupid statement. Although it looks wonderful, but really stupid. Why stupid? Materialism is stupid as well. But this is double stupid because it is a reduction to the value of belief. But you can have it originally in yourself, without working on it, without using your free will to make an effort and understand and confront.
fair to discuss this
So in the
in terms of the prophet, like its conviction through studying
no,
the world.
no, don't you see the prophet itself narrates the verses Amen al-Rasul? It means he made an effort and concurred. For example, yeah, so don't narrate any verse. Just narrate what you understood from. Sorry? What are you?
The first point of truth of the prophet, how did the prophet himself come to the truth?
He was asking the question, the answer is given. Answer is given, but he wasn't the source of existence of answer by birth. No. Answer, he asked the question, answer is given by the order of the universe. So it is not, the answer is not his effort, but question is his effort. So the first time, don't you know that the narrations, Sirah books tell that the prophet couldn't believe that he was a prophet employed. His wife Hatija. The narration is told, it is a story or tale, but it has a reality in it. His wife said, no, 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 you must be employed by her. You cannot cheat yourself. So you are an honest man. No, no, you shouldn't do that. So the prophet, I say, it's an answer to your very, very problem. The first believer in the prophetic message of Muhammad was Khadija, not Muhammad himself. In the narration, he couldn't clear. It took him for some time. That's why, I'm frightened, because he didn't know what was going on. Now he said, no, 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 you must be employed by God consciously. Have confidence in yourself, console him. But still, he was trembling, shrinking. So it is a sign that he had a prior faith. That's why it is given to him. You must have a special creation. Yeah? And then, special creation, he has no responsibility. Faith is already granted to him. No, but anyone, as the message itself, Hebrew, brings that the Haman testified to him. Only what you gain as a result of your own effort in this case. That is your benefit. No other, with no exception. No one is exceptional in this world. But giving the duty, for example, if somebody is appointed as a CEO of a company, the duty is given to him, right? Now, because he has educated himself, prepared himself accordingly. So giving the duty depends on the one who owns the company. Who can do it better? Who is ready to do it? Not believing in it. No. When I tell the truth, who is ready to submit it? Without submit, as long as it accepts that it realizes that it is the truth. If we cannot confirm it, he's not a believer in that sense. So he has to go the same process as you and me. So we are, that's why the Christian theology gives prior divine quality to Jesus. It's not the teaching of Muhammad himself, not from himself, but in the teaching that we receive through Muhammad, denies that. How can we use this quality to Muhammad as well? What he denies in the message. He said, no one is has any special creation, divine creation, anything superior to others. And then we say, yeah, but the Christians are wrong, but Muhammad has a special status. Are you the one who is denied, rejected by the message Muhammad himself brought to us, putting Muhammad in a contradictory position? So we say, the people think that because they don't really, usually, I don't know whether scholars or not, I don't care, anyway, they don't really think deeply and question freely. So it is easy to say that, oh, Muhammad was a special man. That's why he was appointed as a prophet. Yeah, for example, if you are a teacher in a class, which student you would like to bring up or educate in order to represent your teacher? Which one? Already talented one, or the one who is the most attentive in the class? Which one? This guy is really following what I say and really have confidence in what I said because he is really reasoning within themselves. So I can appoint him to represent my position, my message, if you like, my teaching. So here, you will represent me. That is called everybody in the class has the quality to be, but not everybody in the class makes the effort equally. Now that is what we acquire through our effort. So this goes against, of course, the very widely practiced, accepted, meaningless understanding. Simple. We are lazy. We don't really want to undergo any hardship that we get to work on. It is not difficult when you decide. You do it and you learn it. Right? You are going to graduate now. If you were not consistent, let's assume that I hope you will be, and I'm sure you will be, inshallah. So let's assume that you were not consistent. Will you be graduating? No, that's obvious, isn't it? So not because you are talented, more talented than I am in my birth. You made an effort to use it. I didn't. That's the simple thing. You know, I'm not going to be for example, lawyer or what is a legislator, whatever you call them, by profession, I think they are called something, how are they called? Attorney, yeah. You cannot be an attorney. So I cannot be an attorney. You can be an attorney because you work. You use your ability there. That's the only difference between you and me. Not by birth. If it was by birth, then Christianity is absolutely right. Somebody must be qualified to have divine qualities by birth. No? So if we say that we are Muslims but follow Christian theology, understanding, belief system, isn't that obvious? Apparent contradiction. What I say I believe in the Quran, Quran rejects Christianity, I follow Christian ideology. Look at this. How this is the appalling condition of the Muslim community. Appalling condition. Imitation. Trying to justify imitation. It is easy. Yeah. Can I imitate to be an attorney? Without going to school and being qualified? Yeah, I can. I can open an office if I'm rich, and the attorney Ali or something, and then if someone asks me a question, I say, let me think about it. Okay, you go and come next week and nothing. So no, your case doesn't work. I don't know the answer. So make an excuse. So yeah, I won't be successful at all. Yeah, the people will arrest you. Paul will say, go in jail. Then you can be turned in there in jail. Irrational. Completely irrational. Okay, shall we continue? Let's go to the next sentence. I think we are ready now to deal with the rest of the paragraph.
This law of creation also is called the way of God.
Yeah. Now, way of God is the translation, but it's ambiguous. Okay? We haven't finished it. Finished the sentence. Way of God is the translation which is commonly used in the community. But we have to specify what we mean by the way of God. What do you mean by the way of God? The way, the source of existence, gives existence, creates this universe. We simply say it from our perspective, way of God. It means the way that God creates, the principles. We see the principle. For example, engineers here freely make the computer, program the computer, right? What we see, the computer is working according to the way of the engineer. It means the way the engineer has made it. Simple, isn't it? Very difficult. The way the engineer has made it. If anyone, let's say with a small group, not a small group, second, anyone, there are extra bounties here. God's bounty. Come on. So this is God's bounty. I am God's bounty as well. Why not? Yeah. So somebody has stolen something in the as a joke, and of course his conscience wasn't comfortable. He said, whatever he has stolen, an example, of course. So don't be shy, take it. Yeah. Don't take it, don't be shy. So how about you? Okay, take it. If you, no, don't put it there. Somebody must have it. Yeah. Take it, but don't be shy. Now, so he has stolen it, and of course his conscience wasn't comfortable. He said, whatever it is, yeah. This is, for example, Brown here. Oh, Brownie, you are God's bounty, and I am God's servant or created by God. So let the creator, the created Ali, eat the created Brownie. So no stealing. That's a beautiful way of justifying the conscience and soothing the conscience. It's a joke. So you say, okay, you are my creator's bounty, I will eat it in this world. I think we have a little bit more time. Now, hold on. Yeah, at least 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes. Okay. So we understood, the laws of creation, now we can use the word creation comfortably because the thing we understood cannot come into existence by itself. So it must be the result of an act of creation. But this act of creation is the way its maker, the creator, gives existence to the things, created things. That's what we call it, the way of creation, the law of creation, sorry. Okay?
Nature is the result of all nominal laws.
Yeah. But can you analyze this sentence? What is it saying in the nominal laws and creation? And why does the author need to say this? Nature must be in inverted commas, yeah, as we see as nature, yeah, say, continue, is the result of,
All nominal laws.
it means,
The laws that are in creation are
nominal. The problem word is nominal. Nominal means
Maybe.
who, sorry?
The
No,
same.
it means, the nominal means I am just naming them as nature. Otherwise, when, for example, I say, if you do this, computer works in this way. It is a nominal quality of the computer. Sorry?
I'm labeling it.
Yeah, but it works itself. It works in this way. Sorry, not itself. It is something else. It works in this way. But because I put a name for it, it works in this way. It is made in this way. The nominal means human naming it.
Without attributing it.
Yeah. So that's why if I don't concentrate on the source of existence of this universe, if I don't really think of the source of existence of in this world, although I may not be denying it, but practical life we forget. I forget. So I put a name and get away with it, saying that, this is how the things are. This is how the computer works. Computer doesn't work by itself. It is made in this way. It has to work in this way because of the will of the engineer. Right? It's an analogy, of course. We should never forget. It's just an analogy. The word analogy is used in the Quran. Just side note, because what we are studying here is nothing but preparation of understanding the Quran. How are we going to study the Quran? How are we going to communicate with the Quran if we don't train ourselves? Get ready for it. So the Quran says it is an parable, misal. It is an analogy. It is an analogy. Whatever I'm saying is just an analogy. In the universe is an analogy to what? Pointing to the qualities of this maker. Everything is an analogy in this world. Analogy. They are there in order to demonstrate it is absolute source, that we cannot have access to it physically. You admit it. Analogy. So in the example of computer, the computer is an analogy to the qualities of the engineer, engineer who made it. Yeah, the quality is originally there in the engineer, but the computer is just an analogy of it. For me, I am communicating with the computer, but in fact, I'm not communicating with the computer. We will continue the sentence. While I am using the computer, whom am I communicating with? Program. The engine. Make it simple. Let's say one engine and made all together. Yeah. It is just an analogy. It's a means. It is not the purpose. To acknowledge the qualities of the engineer. Okay? So the nominal is very important, that we name it, we label it. Nature. But the universe, when you say nature means, infers what? By itself. Yeah, it is natural. Look at this. Natural. It means by itself has to act in this way. Now, when we say nature, we have to know that, we have to realize that we are just naming. I think the importance of the sentence here. No?
Forces are the principles of the Sharia. The laws are elements of the same Sharia.
So we are introduced to new concepts here. One is, sorry?
Forces and elements. Or forces and principles.
No,
and
principles. The forces. Forces, what we name. That's nominal. Principles, forces are big principles, and the principles and new concept, and also principles and elements of the same Sharia. I think if we understand the word principles, then we can understand the elements. Yeah, because it's a further explanation of the word force, the elements.
I think Armenia see that. You think that the author is also saying that forces is also like a nominal.
Yeah, it is an extension. But if the order is nominal, how do you say, the way of nature is nominal, the forces in the nature has to be, they'll have to be nominal as well. The word forces has to be nominal. It is in the.
What was the first statement? It's what?
If the nature is nominal, the word nature is nominal, the word we use, forces, must be nominal as well. Yeah. Yeah, it is power of something, power of something. You know, that is a nominal. If you know that this is nominal, in practical life, we use this language. Yeah. When you say, if you do this, I'm sorry, I'm not the creator of the success. So normally, yeah, I try to do it. Yeah. Of course, Islamic civilization gives us a notion saying that, don't forget, I will do it, inshallah. Yeah. If it is within the will of the creator, it will be created. If it is within the way of the creation, it will come into existence. If I don't feel the way of the creator, created things, does it exist? No, it is against the will of the creator. Yeah, does the computer work against the will of its engineer? It is bound to the program, or it has to be as it is made. It has no other option that I will be in this way. So, okay, first are principles. Principles means we understand that the fundamental elements of this way of the creator, way of the creation, let's make it, the way of the creation. We understand that, oh, this is how the engineer made the computer. This is how the source of existence of the universe made the computer in this way. What are the constants we see in the universe? Oh, everything is arranged in a perfect way. Always like this, always like this, always like this. So the order in the universe is a constant. Change of the order in the universe is another constant. change of the order is going to be within an order again is another constant. That's what we see in this world. The order is consciously designed or created. Consciously created. Principles. These principles cannot come into existence by themselves. They are very fundamental principles in the universe that we observe. I don't know whether it makes sense or not. For example, without the electrical power, the computer doesn't work. What is that? It is a principle for the computer to work. It's a constant. If there was no power, we are having this class today, it went off because there was no power. That's it. No battery working. So it's a constant example. Yeah, how we name it? Computer doesn't work without electricity. That's what we name it. Okay. Yes. Except the existence of order is a constant. Yeah, it's a matter constant. Existence is constant, yes. If something is not given existence, cannot exist. That's a constant again, another constant. Is not given existence, cannot exist. It's a constant in the universe. Because nothing can exist by itself. It's not another way of saying the same constant. Not naming the same constant. Okay?
Nothing can exist by itself is a constant that's not
Sorry?
Which part of this, the phenomenon itself is a constant that nothing can give existence.
Okay, this is a constant because there is nothing in the universe which has the quality to give existence to itself. It's a constant. Can you show me one example?
You understand? It's constant. That's how it is.
No, but you say that's how it is. Because you experience this. Sorry?
Constant fact.
It's fact. Yeah. This is the fact. As far as we are concerned, we know it. But what we experience, okay? Here, can you finish the paragraph? Because really, we covered the whole idea, don't you think? Okay, let's go.
The regularity of its poles and elements leads people to see it as nature with a real external existence.
Yeah, we think that the nature itself has an external existence to the nature. That's our misconception. We understand. We should that there is something in the universe which is called nature, gives existence to the universe, which is called nature again. So why we think like that? For example, I act this way, something acts that the tree grows in this way, the cats act in this way, this kind of thing. We say it is a nature, instinct. That's what we use the names like that. Then it says, this is just your misconception, misnaming. How do they call it? Misnomer? Right? Yeah, it is just a misnomer. Our misnomer.
This is how it's supposed to be, right? Like, if we label thing as nature, when it's real, and we see it as an external existence, and after that as a nature. Yeah, like if
itself is an nature.
Yeah.
For example, if I say cat catches the mouse, it is natural. It means I am using the norm or name to explain reality. But this is the name I put it. I named it for my practical life. I coined it. Yeah. Otherwise, it is the way the cat is created. Okay.
And after that, as an agent, although the human heart or mind cannot be convinced that nature is a true agent, those who deny the all-majestic Creator and refuse to understand the divine powers and miraculous works may see this blind, ignorant nature as the origin.
Yeah. Now, although the human heart and mind cannot convince that nature is the true agent, means there is another false agent. No. As if it is the agent. Yeah. So that is why human heart and mind cannot accept it, but in our language comes up. Those who deny the Creator. Let's make simple. Those who deny the Creator, but denying the Creator is not the result of reasoning, bias. It is a result of their own bias. They deny the Creator, say the universe exists by itself. Evidence? No. I see it like this. That's not the only convincing evidence is. I see it like this. Logically, no. Just I see it. That's it. Without questioning.
So what's interesting is the connecting it back to like what we see in regularity, like you gave the example of the cat catching the mouse. I mean, I see it as such, but then the human heart is not convinced.
Because it cannot have this quality by itself.
Yeah.
It is given. It is made in this way. So, but we say cat catches the mouse.
So it's the whole idea is that you cannot escape from such regularity. Like that's obviously what you notice, but then.
But attributing it as an origin, he said here, thinking them as if it is an agent. Yeah, as if the language refers as if the things are the agent of their own qualities by themselves.
The language will make you think such, but then once you are changing the worldview, then you change the language, so then that will.
Yeah, but just a matter of language.
Yeah.
So they refuse the Creator, so that the divine power, or the divine source, we studied this, see it as if attribute the quality of the divinity to blind, ignorant nature itself, matter now, not the nominal thing. The matter itself is the origin of things. It is a matter of language, nothing proven, nothing confirmable, just a matter of language. I think it is time really late, so stop it. لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.